Hello, I'm testing my audio. Testing. I haven't streamed in a while. I know I said I was gonna stream in like a few months or something. I don't know. A few years, 5 years. I'm streaming now. New Year's stream. I just got a CRT. I got a duck a duck hunt gun, and I'm gonna shoot me duck. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And here we go. Let me know if the game is too loud. I'm gonna play one duck. It's been a while since I shot things, and let's do one duck. Oh yeah, I'm totally not really close to the screen. I'm doing this legit. This is so cool. It's been so long since I played this because you know how it is. TVs can't play it. HD TVs. I haven't had a tube TV in my living space in 15 years. Let's see. I'm gonna pause occasionally just so I can read some things. Yeah, quick get the duck. I know. Super Bob Hoskin brothers. I found that from any distance, if I held the zapper right to my eye and looked through the sight, I nailed it every time. It's true. You line up the two like sights, like the one at the very end and the one at the handle, and you get it like almost every time. You would that's Frankie. Hi, Frankie. And then you'd love to see me try Freedom Force, and I would like to try Freedom Force. It looks like it's really good. Yeah, I think modern TV should have incorporated this old technology. I feel like they should. I mean, this is probably one of the most important video games ever. There's got I think there is a way to do it. You'd have to like put some sort of delay in the gun itself. So I think it is possible. You would have to manufacture a light zapper that incorporated the delay of modern HD TVs. and and actually you probably would need some way to calibrate it too. Yeah. So the color looks a little washed out in the game capture there, but I assure you, this CRTV looks better than anything that it looks better than anything that I've seen in any modern TV. I love it. It looks organic. I don't know how to describe it. And the bulbous nature. You don't see bulbous nature. Like I'm so used to looking at a flat screen. You will look at flat screens all day, and then you pull out one of these things, and it's 3D. Let's see. Was watching another stream. I see EJ Massa on my list. How can I not watch? What's up? RGZ man. I'm doing good. I got a CRT, playing some Duck Hunt. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit for my own sake. Playing NES, Super Nintendo games on a Fat Boy makes a difference. Yeah, it does make a difference, and I have noticed that there's less input lag just running in general. If I go to Super Mario Brothers, I can feel it again. It feels a little more organic. And I'm so used to. I've been playing on HD TVs and LCD screens for a couple decades now, and you know, it's you incorporate that lag into your muscle memory, and then when you stop playing with the lag, you feel it a little bit. Frankie doesn't feel it, but I feel it a little bit. It's not like you get used to it. You get used to the input lag on modern TVs. That it's not a big deal at all. But you know, any little thing that can get you back into your childhood, I'll take it. Whether it's input lag or curved screens. Frankie thinks he feels it, and I think I feel it too. So we all think we feel it. Whether it matters or not, maybe it's like you have to be a high performance, what do you call it? Speedrunner, maybe, or a competitive Smash Brother to actually feel it. Yeah, pixel perfect tricks are easier on older TVs. Anything that gives you a little bit of an edge, if you're a speedrunner, you probably want. It's hard to account for because my old NES controllers might not be as responsive as modern new control. Yeah, I don't know. I have a mixed bag of controllers. I have some like newer NES controllers that work pretty good. I know 8-Bit Do has wireless ones with receivers. I don't know how good those are, but I always like 8-Bit Do stuff. I got the 8-Bit Do Super Nintendo controller, and it's perfect. It's great. I love 8-Bit Do, all their stuff. I would love one of these TVs just for 1 week, a decade. I'd actually use it. Exactly, this is the 1 week, the decade I'm going to be using this. Let's see how far I can get. Whatever. This is my last. This is my last day before going back to work, so I might as well. Oh, come on! I don't want to break my streak here. I'm trying to talk. This is my last night, so I might as well stay up late playing Duck Hunt. Ruin any rest I'd had this vacation. You ever try those NES mini controllers? The classic, like the NES Mini Classic, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I have those controllers. They're pretty good when you use them because they have the Wii controller inputs, right? They work good. I don't really notice much of a difference between like a really well taken care of NES controller and those. Oh, come on. Oh, good. Don't want to break my streak. Who knew that the Discord would be the best way to gather a crowd? Yeah. I'm not even gonna like announce this on Twitter. It's like not even worth it. This is just for you guys. For anybody who happens to stumble upon it. Yeah, the NES controllers, the NES Mini controllers need extensions. I have 2 extensions for those controllers. Love how simple the game used to be. You play one game for hours and you'd be fine. Yeah, this would be the only game you had, probably. It's kind of like, actually, in the Wii era, a lot of people just bought the Wii for Wii Sports, and that's the only game they had. That's kind of the same with this. I remember people, like a grandma, would just have Duck Hunt and Mario. And, you know, that was it. Oh, this is when it starts getting real, guys. This is gonna start getting a little more challenging. Oh no. Oh yeah. I got the red gun. This is after they had the gray gun before. I think this is probably my childhood one. It's hard to tell because I've won so many eBay auctions over the years that... Oops, shit. I've won so many eBay auctions over the years, I don't know what is my childhood Duck Hunt Mario Brothers and what's my childhood Zapper, but this is probably my childhood Zapper. Was I the only one who was told the urban myth that you can beat the game and then you shoot the dog? I was definitely told that you'd be able to shoot that dumb dog. There is a game, right? I've watched the what do you call it? The Gaming Historian. There is a game where you can shoot the Duck Hunt dog, and of course you can beat the crap out of them in Smash Brothers. But that was probably my favorite Smash Brothers reveal, was the Duck Hunt dog. I thought that was a very clever character to announce. Get the duck, quick, yes. That's hopefully what I'm doing. It wasn't thinkable to me that you wouldn't be able to beat the game. It was all points, but it was also 3 and never been... Yeah, I know. Super Mario Brothers being like one of the first games. Like I did play Pac-Man and Space Invaders before that, but Mario was like the first game I paid attention to. And so being able to save a princess and beat the game kind of like spoiled me for every game afterwards. So, yeah, even with Duck Hunt, with the game, with Mario Brothers, usually, you would have thought there was some sort of end state. Is there a way to shoot at a lamp and register that way? No, actually the game accounts for that. It shows a white square and then a dark screen for a fraction of a second. So you can't just shoot a light bulb because there's no dark screen right afterwards. And it's also why you can't use this on a modern TV because of the input lag. Messes up that sequence. Yeah, it is weird that Mario. It's so strange that Mario games still have point systems. I agree. I play Super Mario 3D World with my son like every day, basically, and I'm always like, why are there lives? Why are there points? It seems like we don't need this anymore. Yeah, you're right. So the trigger click sounds is nostalgic. The trigger on this is the most satisfying thing ever, really. It's like they really nailed it. Oops, I just wasted the bullet trying to do the click trigger sound. They really nailed it. Like, it has a really good feel to it. Like you're actually firing a fake gun that's somewhat real. Like, I remember even I had toy guns at the time, and none of the triggers, like, were as satisfying as the Nintendo Zapper. I would play with a Nintendo Zapper as a toy because most toy guns were lame. I'm definitely like doing a one-eyed a one-eyed shoot here. Getting some real practice at it. It's my left eye. My left eye I'm using. It's actually my worst eye. I have contact lenses, and that's my worst eye. I think it has cataracts too in it. It's got some bad stuff in there. But it's my duck hunt eye right now. Got a bit of input lag on the left eye. Yes. Some natural God-given input lag. I'm watching the footage in the game capture, and I love seeing the scan line thing going up and down. That's awesome. Ah, they're getting fast. An EJ stream and I missed it? Don't worry, Sam. I'll be here a little bit longer. It goes 100 levels and bugs out. Have I gotten to 100 levels? I might have Game Genied it. 8 people? Yeah, I think more people want to see Duck Hunt than Final Fantasy V, I think, Sam. A lot more happening in Duck Hunt. A lot more to talk about, actually, too, maybe. Perfect. I don't think I've missed a duck yet. Oh, shoot. Knock on wood. Almost jinxed it there. Are we gonna have a duck hunt combo in the pod too? Yeah, let's do it. Find the artificial scan lines truly awful. Yeah, I've never liked the I never liked the when you add the scan lines. I have FrameMeister, and you can add in scan lines, and it's not my favorite. I rather have the crisp pixels on a modern TV. Like they have the filters in that's my first missed duck. Damn. Yeah, they have the filters in all those, you know, emulators that we use. And I never liked them. I don't like pretending it's a TV. Just give me the pixels. Well, let's not pretend we're not emulating this thing. Yeah, popcorn flavored jelly beans is right. Popcorn flavored jelly beans are an abomination. I have nieces and nephews, and they love Harry Potter, and they get those, like, every flavored jelly beans, and it's like some of them are snots and stuff. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I know kids love to gross each other out. Maybe that's why. The bilinear blending that emulators do doesn't look anything like a CRT smoothness of the image. It looks like a blur. Yeah, it just looks like my eyesight. It's like I took out my contacts if I'm playing like that. It makes it hard to focus for me. Like, this looks natural because it's what the TV's doing. It's how it's projecting to you. Let's see, Frankie or EJ, if you ever mentioned, let's see, being into Harry Potter, have you seen the 20th anniversary thing? I'm not super into Harry Potter, but I did see that there is a 20th anniversary. It's being advertised on HBO Max, and yeah, I don't know. It's not something that appeals to me personally. I like the books. I actually stopped watching the movies. I think I watched up to the 4th one, and then I just got bored with it. It's not for me. I like the books were fine. You know, I watched them read them at the time. You got a 20-year-old packet of those Harry Potter beans? Why? What are you working on? Not to be eaten. Okay. All right. Look, I'm into your stuff. You should check out their. Hey, oh, look at that! I beat the system. It said fly away. Beat the system. Good. Thank you. I love it when the game compliments me that I'm good. Good. Well, they do that every like 10 levels, I think. Have you used Duck Hunt Dog to teach a child the important life lesson of failing and then getting heckled for failure? No. I wanted to show Gabriel this today, but I don't know. He doesn't even know what guns are yet, so I don't want to like overwhelm him with the concept right now. I'll ease him into this. Gloria struggled to understand any of it. Why are we killing ducks? And why is the dog laughing at us when we don't? Yeah, it's too much. It's a hill I'm not really sure I want to tackle right now. Like he has his one game, and the thought of any other games kind of overwhelms him. So I don't know. Out of bringing in like Second Amendment issues into the thing, it's just too much. The dog clutching the throat of the dead duck. It's true, it's gruesome. It's true. We went to the zoo today and my daughter... Let's see. Makes no connections to the animals she pets and what she likes to eat. Yeah, that's true. These were questions we didn't ask in the 80s and 90s. Like, all of my... media, like all the characters, like G.I. Joe, they all had guns. They didn't like shoot real bullets. They were like laser guns, but we still knew what they were. Low-key online gaming training, yeah, it's true. The dog was all of our first experience getting really heckled. Although I did have sisters who would just be behind you heckling too. I was playing Lord of the Rings game, and both my children watched me decapitate several orcs. I was just killing monsters. That's how I tried to sell Doom to my parents. I'd be like, yo, I can. Doom's not really violent because I'm destroying demons. It's not really violence. I'm not killing people. Gloria was well aware of cruelty, yeah. Not happy about it. Yep. Perfect. Thank you. You broke me. I created an account. Well, good to see you, C. Corliss. This is second nature, man. I can't even believe how I'm stepping into this. No. Oh. You can feel yourself slipping. You feel yourself, like, panicking. There it is. There it is. Alright, there's my score. Somebody write that down for me. That's my score. Write it down in the book. Should I do... Let's do, oops, no, that's not the one I want to do. Get away. Let's try again. FYI, if you have Prime, YouTuber's Life is a free game from Prime. Maybe we can all learn. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know. Oops. Oh, Mario just turned on. Hell, I'll play a little bit of Mario. Whatever. Why not? Let's play a little bit of this. Palette cleanser. It like scrolling on a tube TV is so much different. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more. I can't hear. Yeah, Ma, get the Polaroid. I think I did do that. Like, I submitted a score to Nintendo Power once, and I got out a camera, but it wasn't a Polaroid. It was like a camera you had to develop, and then, like, I don't know, it was too long a wait to get the camera developed. So it just, like, I have this random picture of, like, a score from a video game that I never sent into Nintendo Power when I was a child. And I think I accidentally, like, it's, you know how in old cameras you had to, like, you know, rewind and move the frame. So I think I actually, like, it's like a Nintendo score over, like, a picture of, like, I don't know, somebody's first communion or something. Yeah. Actually, this NES controller is not that great. It's it's one of the dog bone controllers, and it's not great. I think their quality it lagged for the year they made the dog bone controllers. This is not EverDrive. This is actually, you can see it right here. I don't know, it's maybe a little dark. It's the combo cart. It's Mario Duck Hunt. I'm like a total not speedrunner. I like lazily play this game. I'm just like doing everything wrong. I bet everybody here has a way they play Mario, especially if they like have this muscle memory. I'm just gonna go skip. It's like, what's better, the combo cart or individual? I don't know. I've always had the combo cart. If there is an individual version of both Mario and Duck Hunt, I've never seen one. There is one, because those are the ones that go for a lot of money. I have personally... Oh, what the heck was that? The controller is like pausing it. Okay, the controller's pausing itself. I need a different controller. Let's try this again. It's hard mode. A controller that like automatically pauses. See, I had the individual Mario game. My Nintendo didn't come with Zapper. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I had the action set, the classic action set. I didn't realize there were individual cards. Yeah, I knew they existed. I've like seen pictures of them, but I've never had one. None of my friends did. There was a friend who had the Duck Hunt Mario, and it was was it a track and field game? It came with the power pad where you like ran on it like a Dance Dance Revolution gamepad. I've seen that one in real life. It's amazing all the weird things that Nintendo came up with like right off the bat. You know, Rob the Robot, the Zapper, that weird Dance Dance Revolution pad. They were always thinking crazy thoughts. Before the Wii, before any of that. I've got the Mario one. I don't know. I've got standalone Mario Kart, no Mario 2, and a Mario 3 that you need to sit down with for 40 minutes and convince to function. I have definitely some of those carts where you really have to negotiate terms. But usually you can clean them pretty good. My secret is you just get a pink pencil eraser, like one of those flat ones. You open it up and you just go to town on the contacts, and it usually works. If your game's really like corroded, you may need to get some like Brasso. Get some Brasso from Home Depot or something, or it's like a brass cleaner. Put a little bit of that on there. And then wipe it off, and then use a pencil eraser, and it'll function, usually, unless there's like some other damage to it. As somebody who plays a lot of his carts over the years, I've figured out how to clean them. Ah, dang it. Oh, no. What other NES games do you have? I've got lots. I got Mega Man, like I think just 1 through 3. I have Mega Man 1 through 3. I've got Mario 1, 2, and 3. I've got an EverDrive, so that basically means I have all of them. So, can end that conversation there. And then, yeah, what? It's doing it again. It's got the random pause feature on. I'll use a different controller next time I stream. I think this is one that came with like a weird Japanese Famicom console I ordered, and it didn't work. And obviously this controller doesn't work. Show me your Mega Man. Shoot that duck, yes. We'll get the duck. We'll get him. Yeah, Mega Man 3 is my favorite Mega Man. Hands down. That's like, that might be a shit. That might be a controversial answer. I don't know. No. I always choke at level 8-3. I always choke. There's something intimidating about these walls, I think. It's like it's mixing up its like design language on you. What do I like about Mega Man 3? I like that it's like kind of like, I don't know. It's got like a good color temperature to it. I don't know if that means anything. It's like blue and purple, and Proto Man's music goes well with it. Ah, shit. That's the end of me. Okay, well, whatever. What? That was garbage. You see that, guys? The shell went right through him. I'm glad I got this set up this way. The CRT is just really fun. Although, all this, like, talk about, like, critical race theory has really... like, I was talking about, like, a CRT to somebody else today. And they were like, what? Critical race? What are you talking about? I'm like, no, I'm talking about a television. It's like, politics has ruined everything. Let's see, which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah. So yeah, the blues look so much better on the CRT. Like, when you play, you play the, when you play the one on just like the what do you call it, the Switch online service, it feels very muted to me. I don't know if you like, it's like brown instead of like the reds are more brown or something. This feels, and the blues are a little more subdued. I like the colors here. EJ Fuggin Massa, I followed you from YouTube and hope I'd get to see you stream once. Ah, thank you. This is a rare event. I'm gonna tell you right now. When you have a 1-year-old, you don't stream often. Can you do mother effer Mike Matei impression when you die, please? That's a okay. Well, I beat Super Mario, so I'm gonna go back to Duck Hunt. You know what? I'm gonna do clay shooting. The ducks are lame. This is for Gloria. This is for Glow. And I'm not gonna do, like, when he dies, does he just like flip out and like scream really loud? Is that what Mike Matei? I don't watch a lot of Mike Matei's stuff, so I'm sure he swears and screams. I don't want to like disturb my sleeping family. He is a funny cartoon man, that Mike Matei. And he loves cartoons. He has reels of cartoons. Doesn't he like talk about cartoons on like a documentary recently? He just like randomly shows up like as this cartoon expert. Strangely, Glow was more bored by clay shooters. Yeah, it's I understand. There's no faces. There's no drama. I do like the mountains. I've always there's something about this little landscape here that is always kind of what do you call it? Captured my imagination. Like, what's going on there? You know, I always think of like Zelda or something. Like, oh, it's kind of looks like Breath of the Wild, doesn't it? Like little Breath of the Wild mountains. I'm trying to catch up to your comments here while I'm shooting dumb circles or ovals or whatever these are. Yeah, he just yells fuck and gets unnecessarily angry. I can't do that, man. Well, I can like yell out one obscenity maybe once in a while, but I'll be like, oh fuck. Yeah, Frankie's here too. It's great. Yeah, I would guess Glow needs story in her game. Needs some emotion. Needs some not ovals. Are you more nostalgic toward NES games versus SNES? That's a good question. Probably the Super Nintendo. That's why I made the Super Nintendo. Top 10 was because that's in my DNA. I do like NES. I think NES, in some ways, I like a little bit more maybe, but just because some of the games are they've aged so well. Some have not aged, but like some games you're just like, how did you even pull this off in this technology? But Super Nintendo all the way. Yeah, this has a DOS game feel to it. It's true. Got any homemade stuff fermenting? Nothing fermenting. I got the coffee mead is aging. I got that apple cider is aging. I was thinking about doing a what do you call it? Some sauerkraut. So I might get some cabbage and do sauerkraut and do a sauerkraut dish. That actually for EJ Cooks. You said you're getting into pickling. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I do have a pickling video in the works too. I filmed most of it. I just haven't written a script for it. I watched 8-Bit Christmas movie you guys suggested. It was pretty decent. Yeah, I think it'll stand the test of time in my opinion, or at least in my mind. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's a solid family flick, you know? You can recommend a sauerkraut dish to me, Sam. Do it. It would have been a top-tier movie if it had a bit more confidence, if that makes sense. Yeah, and it is. I feel like it's very competent, 8-Bit Christmas, and it does feel more like a blockbuster than a lot of these direct-to-streaming movies that come out. No, I get what you're saying. I feel like it would have been. There was something missing to it, and I can't really explain it. I don't. Maybe it was those fake indie games that they put in there, or the fake games that looked like indie games that weren't actually like NES games. That kind of pulled me out a little bit. But I can't really fault it that much for that. I'm just glad it exists. Like a movie that seems like it has a little bit of sincerity to it. I can't fault it. Yeah, for me, Lexicon was kind of comedy it had as a crutch. Yeah, oh yeah, comedy as a crutch. Yeah, that's true. It sometimes was a little bit too cute. That's why you're my co-host, Frankie. You always pull the right words out. And it stuck, like that ending is great. And it perfectly ties in the rest of the film, even for its little failings. The talking NES was hilarious. Yeah, that was. I love that. Yeah, the movie wasn't made like shit. That's a good point. It's just well made. Doesn't look like trash. Like sometimes these Netflix movies can, or this is HBO Max, but sometimes these movies can look like DVD trash or something. Yeah, I love the rich kid who had to select people. I had a rich kid in my not in my school was just like that. It was like some of the situations in that movie were so nostalgic because I had a rich kid who had all the newest toys, had the Super Nintendo before anyone else, and you got invited to his parties. Oh, so it was like eerily similar. So maybe that's another reason why I like the movie so much. It felt like a studio went out and cast real actors and shot it with real cameras. Yep, that's exactly what it feels like. It felt like it had a director who cared. Like that movie meant something for them. And I think that's important too. Spoilers, kind of, but when the bus ran over the thing, it angered me something fierce. Yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah, especially because like a vintage item like that, you're just like, yeah, no, it's not real, it's a prop, but still, you feel for it. No. It seemed like a cheap, lost it all moment after all their effort. Yeah, but I did like it because it brought it back around. You know, I know it's a cheesy, schmaltzy thing where it's like, I think the easiest thing to do would be like, oh, and he gets it after all from his dad, but they kind of brought it to some place a little bit better, a little bit more to the relationship, which I liked. In the end, I liked it. Here's something I told. The director was Jingle All the Way was director of Beethoven, Flintstones, the movie Jungle, and I think all three were solid family movies in the '90s. All of them have batshit. That's funny. The kid gets a Nintendo and cue a bunch of scenes with Mid growing up with crippling video game addiction. You watched 5 movies today. New Matrix, In the Tall Grass to the Left, and Babysitter 1, 2. Jeez. I didn't watch anything today. Oh, I watched the last episode of The Witcher. Oh, I fucked up. And I liked it. Or, did I finish it? I don't even think I finished it, but I like it so far. I think The Witcher Season 2 is better than Season 1. Game over. Season 2 is better written, better shot, but still kind of like a not that great movie. I'm just gonna go through the rest of the comments and then we can chat a little bit. Coming in and falling out of college with EverQuest addiction. Yeah, I had a EverQuest addiction, something fierce. Probably just as I was getting into college, and World of Warcraft came out, and that I could have stepped into that, and I never did, and so I think that saved me. I decided to, like, I don't know, try to be more social at that point in time, and I think that was a good decision. The new Matrix was an expedition dump store effects. Yeah, the new Matrix I thought was, yeah, it was a lot of things, and I thought, yeah, because you had to explain like why Neo is back. You had to explain why Trinity's back. And spoilers, they're back. Of course they are. You had to explain like why there's a new Matrix. You had to explain what's happening in the real world. You had to explain why there's a guy who looks like Morpheus. Why there's Agent Smith is there. It's there. You have to explain all of this in every scene. They do it every scene, and it's too much. Spoilers. They bring everything back. But I'll save this for the podcast. I have a lot of thoughts on the new Matrix. Steam Enter the Matrix. We're about halfway through The Witcher. The first season of The Witcher is a drag. It's a big drag. And but there's something about fantasy that I have a lot of tolerance for, I guess. Because I want to watch fantasy. I want to watch like people with swords doing cool stuff while I'm doing other, like usually it's on while I'm doing other things. And I think Henry Cavill is just very charming and endearing, and you can tell he brings a lot of enthusiasm to the role. So that excites me a lot when I watch the even though it's not a good show, but I like that. And the second season is better, at least moderately. Anyone else up to mess with the knobs in the old TV to change the tint blue? yeah, we can do that. Let's do remember Twitch plays Pokemon? How about Twitch sets the settings on the TV? I thought the new Smith guy from Mindhunters looked like Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny, and that made it so funny. That is really good. It's really true. Yeah. Oh, there's the new season of Cobra. I never even got into Cobra Kai. I didn't even know there was a new season. I'll probably check it out someday when I have some time. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I got some work. Get back to work in the morning. So I hope you all had fun. Maybe we'll do this again. And you should go to the Discord, the Red Cow Discord. You'll find it somewhere. Just ask somebody. Message us on Reddit or Facebook or whatever, and we'll give you a link. If you're not already there. If everybody here is just from the Discord, then cool. Hi, Discord. I love you. And do that. And maybe we'll do this again. If you like this, tell me, hey, EJ, stream another CRT. Stream some more Critical Race Theory.